Just wait 2 to 3 minutes, then we will start the session. I think now the slide is visible for all of you. It is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class we have discussed the attenuation loss and what are the causes are regarding this. We also know now the topic, that is the absorption loss, scattering loss, bending loss, and core and cladding loss. Okay. So and one thing, yesterday, yeah, you can say the last class in that session we also started the discussion about the absorption loss and scattering loss. Okay. So again I will discuss here, or I will start from the absorption loss or scattering loss, then we will move forward for the bending as well as the core and cladding loss. Okay. So here actually in the last class you saw this type of this slide. This is the attenuation loss in fiber calculation, and this is the absorption. Okay. So normally what is absorption? So here in optical fiber communication, absorption loss is related to the material composition and the fabrication process of fiber, and absorption loss here results in the dissipation of some optical power as heat in the fiber cable. Okay. So this optical fiber may be made by glass. So here in that case, just 1 minute. Aditi, Aditi,
Yes, sir.
why you are not present in the first session?
Sorry, sir. Because of emergency, I have to leave. That's why.
From the next class, when as per your schedule, if you have two session, if the you are not present in the first session, I will not give you permission to enter in the second session.
Okay, sorry, sir.
So if we consider the glass fiber, so in that case the glass fiber are extremely pure. Okay. But some impurities still remain as a residue after the purification, and the amount of absorption in glass fiber, or you can say normal optical fiber, by the three impurities, or the impurities depend on their concentration as well as the light waves. Okay, and normally the absorption is caused by the three or four different mechanisms. Okay, the first one, that is the absorption by atomic defect in glass composition. Second one, in the uh, extrinsic absorption by impurities or the impurity atom in glass material. And the third one, that is the intrinsic absorption by the basic consistent atom of the fiber material. So these are the main and the fourth one is the radiation defect also. So these are the main different mechanism for the optical fiber communication absorption. Okay, so the one by one I will discuss all of this. So first one, that is the absorption by atomic defect. So what is first one? Absorption by atomic defects. So what is atomic defects? So atomic defects are the imperfection in the atomic structure of the optical fiber material. So you can say such as missing molecules, high density of atom groups. So this type of problem, or this type of matters, is the atomic defect in optical fiber. So here this absorption losses are very negligible compared with the intrinsic and extrinsic absorption. Okay, so this is very negligible compared to the intrinsic and extrinsic absorption. So we will discuss now what is intrinsic absorption and what is extrinsic absorption. So before going to that, one thing, that the absorption by the atomic defect, this absorption actually effect is most significant when the fiber is expressed to ionizing radiation in nuclear reactor, uh, medical therapies. So this type of area, it is very effective. Okay, and the radiation changes are proportional to the intensity of the ionization particle. Okay, one thing for this problem, and one thing that the for this atomic defect of absorption, in increasing the attenuation due to the atomic defect and the absorbing the optical energy. Okay, so suppose I am here drawing a plot. Suppose like that. This is attenuation. This is, you can say, the level of attenuation. This is y-axis is attenuation and the x-axis is the radiation intensity. So this is the plot of ionizing radiant intensity versus fiber attenuation. Okay, so the first point it is over. The next is that the extrinsic absorption. So I have said that intrinsic absorption and extrinsic absorption. So yeah, so first the next is that extrinsic. Absorption. So what is the reason for extrinsic absorption? The extrinsic absorption actually occurs due to the electronic transition between the energy levels and because of the charge transition from one ion to another. This is the main reason for the extrinsic absorption. And one thing that the for a major source of attenuation is from the transition of the metal impurity ions. So metal impurity ions here mainly here iron, chromium, cobalt, and copper. Okay, so these losses up to you can say 1 to 10 dB per kilometer. This is the attenuation loss up to 1 to 10 dB per kilometer. Okay, and another major extrinsic loss is caused by the absorption due to the OH ion. So here it is already written that OH ion. Okay, due to this OH ion, this is also occurred. The absorption is occurred here, and here the OH ion impurity is dissolved in glass, and the vibration occurs at the wavelength between here 2.7 and 4.2 μm. One thing, and here the absorption peaks occurs almost 1400, 950, and 750 nm. Okay, so I will here showing you a plot. Hmm, just give me, yeah. Suppose here this is y-axis, this is x-axis. So this is attenuation. dB per km. Okay, this is a label like that. Okay, so here in this way. So here it is 600, it is 750, next is you can say 950, here also 1400. So here it is the first overtone. tone. This is called the second overtone, and this is the third overtone. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is wavelength in nm. So this curve is for the absorption spectrum. Sorry, spectrum for which group. Okay. So this is the absorption spectra for wedge group. So these are the two reasons for the extrinsic absorption. Mainly, the first one is that the occurs due to the electronic transition between the energy levels and the because of the charge transition from one ion to another. And the second one, here the absorption due to the wedge ions impurities, okay, in glass fiber. So these are the reasons for the extrinsic absorption. The next is that the intrinsic absorption, and the last one for this absorption part. So yeah, so now is the intrinsic. Okay, so this is the intrinsic absorption, the point number 2 here. So intrinsic absorption occurs when the material is in absolutely pure state, no density variation and no inhomogeneity. So no density variation and no inhomogeneity for the case of intrinsic absorption. But in the case of extrinsic absorption, we saw this type of defect is occurred. Okay, and here the intrinsic absorption sets the fundamental lower limit on the absorption for the any particular material. Okay, so here the intrinsic absorption results from the electronic absorption bands in UV radiation, and from atomic vibration bands in near to the infrared radiation. Okay, this is up to for the absorption. So far we have studied here the absorption, mainly three types, impurities, mainly we can say the absorption by the atomic defect, extrinsic absorption, as well as the intrinsic absorption. Okay, now we will move forward for the scattering losses. Okay, so first of all, anyone has any idea what is scattering loss, or what is scattering? Anyone has any idea? Hello, are you getting or not?
सर स्कैटरिंग मतलब कि जब कोई एक लाइट है वो अपने डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स लाइक रेड ब्लू कलर में मतलब वो अलग हो जाता है, उसी को स्कैटरिंग बोलते हैं.
No, it is not perfectly correct. Anyone else? Anyone else? What is scattering?
सर
So
जब लाइट वाटर या ग्लास जैसा कोई भी एक मीडियम के अंदर भी जाता है तो फिर वो अपने पाथ से थोड़ा सा वो डाइवर्ट हो जाता है, उसी को स्कैटरिंग बोलते हैं।
yes, absolutely. So when the light passes in any medium, so is there any obstacle the light face? In that case, after facing the obstacle in that medium, the direction of the light or the propagation way of the light may be distracted from the own path, and from that point the light is moving, you can say, the different way or in scattered manner. Okay, this is called the scattering. So because of that scattering, because of that optical fiber here, the one loss is there, that is the scattering loss, and this scattering loss are mainly occurred due to some effect. So you can say the first one here, the variation in material density, chemical composition, structural inhomogeneity, scatter light in other directions. So these are the main reason for the scattering loss in optical fiber communication channel. Okay, now one thing. So first, here in your syllabus, that is which one topic is has, that is the Rayleigh scattering loss. Okay, so first we will discuss what is the scattering loss. The scattering loss mainly exists in optical fiber because of microscopic vibration in the material density and the composition. And we already discussed that the glass is compared by randomly connected network of molecules and several oxidized. Several oxidized means you can say SiO2, GO2, P2O5. These are the oxidized. So these are the major causes of compositional structure fluctuation, and these two effect results to variation in the uh, reflective index as well as the Rayleigh type of scattering of light. Okay, so now we will discuss what is Rayleigh scattering. So first one, that the Rayleigh scattering of light is due to the small localized change in the refractive index of the core and the cladding material. So in the earlier classes we have discussed what is core and what is cladding, as well as the what is the reflective index. Okay, and one thing here, the first is here, just 1 minute. I have said the two causes. The first one is that the first is due to slight fluctuation in mixing of ingredient and the second one, that is the other cause, is the other cause is light change in density as the silica cools and solidifies. Okay, so this is the main reason or causes for the Rayleigh scattering. Okay, so now here actually I will draw one figure. Sorry. So the x-axis is the wavelength. This is lambda mu m, and this is the loss, attenuation loss, that is dB per km. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 0.7. And this is 8. This is 9. This is 1. This is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, like that. Okay. So when the light ray strikes such zones, it gets scattered in all directions. Okay. So one thing that the scattering loss for single component glass, there is a formula. Okay. I am writing here the formula. That is 8 by 5, 3 lambda 4 in square minus 1 to the power kb tf bt. So here n is the refractive index. Kb is the Boltzmann constant. Bt is the isothermal compressibility of material, and Tf is the temperature. Okay. there is another type of scattering, that is the Mie scattering. Okay, so what is Mie scattering? So I am erasing these things. Mie scattering. So Mie scattering or linear scattering also occurred in inhomogeneities, and this arises from the imperfection in the fibers, geometry irregularities in the refractive index. One thing, and one thing that the presence of bubble also caused the defect during the manufacture. So this type of causes are creates this Mie scattering here. Okay, so the absorption loss and the scattering loss we have discussed till now, and the next topic, that is the bending loss. Okay, so there is almost four losses for attenuation. First one is the absorption loss, second one is the scattering loss, third one is the bending loss, and the fourth one is the Coulomb cladding loss. So now we will discuss, that is the topic of bending loss. Okay, so first we will know what is bending loss and the categories of bending loss. Okay, so here bending loss. So it is um, this is the light ray. This is 4. This is okay. This is the figure for bending loss. So what are the reasons for bending loss? So here losses due to the curvature and the losses caused by an abrupt change in the radius of the curvature are referred to as the bending loss. So here from this figure you can understand there is a curvature, and due to this curvature the bending losses occurred, and the sharp bending of a fiber causes the significant radiative loss. There is also a possibility of the mechanical failure also. Okay, and one thing, the radiation loss from the bent fiber depends on two things. First one is field strength, where power is lost through radiation. Sorry, through radiation. And the second one, the radius of curvature r. Okay, so this is the concept regarding bending laws. Now, based on the curvature, it can be broadly classified into two categories. One is micro bending, another is macro bending. And one thing, for multi-mode fiber, the effective number of modes that can be guided by the curved fiber in an expression. So I will write here one expression. So the expression is that sorry, uh, alpha by 2 alpha del. This is two a by r plus v bar 2 by 3. Okay, so here alpha equals to here the graded index profile. I am here writing alpha equals to graded index profile del equals to core cladding index difference into means refractive index of core. Sorry, refractive index of cladding. N1 is refractive index of core and K is the wave propagation constant. That is 12 2 pi by lambda, and the total number of modes in fiber. Okay, so this is the formula. So up to this, for today's class, we will discuss next topic, that is the microbending, macrobending, in the next class. Okay, thank you all. Just give your attendance or take a screenshot, and after the class you just send me. Anyone take a screenshot